Yo, 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 it's RS once again. I'm not gonna make a beat today, but I'm gonna do a breakdown of how I did Gloc-9's track Lason. This song came out like 2 days ago and it's doing a great job right now. So yeah, if you don't know who Gloc-9 is, he's a very well-known rapper, singer, artist in the Philippines. Well, not just in the Philippines, he's pretty well-known globally. I grew up here in America, but I'm a huge fan. I used to collect his CDs. Yeah, I'm so honored, I'm so blessed to have worked with him. Such a blessing. Thank you, Gloc. So yeah, I wanted to break down this beat and the whole production actually, and hopefully you like it. So I made this beat making video maybe like 3-4 weeks ago, and I posted it on YouTube. It had some good feedback, and it's a dope beat. It's a dope beat making video. But yeah, Gloc-9 messaged me one day and he said he wanted to use it, and I was like, why not? You're Gloc-9, dude. So yeah, we eventually talked and we made this track happen. So watch me break it down for you guys. Again, if you haven't seen the beat making video, check it out. I'll link it in the description below. Alright, let's do this. First off, I use Studio One. I've used a bunch of DAWs before. I've used Fruity Loops, Acid, Nuendo, Cubase, Reason. But for some cool reason, I really like Studio One. Alright, first things first, I use a guitar sample. On that last bar, or is it the last bar? I just stopped the guitar sample and then I reversed it. Easy. For the second part of the chorus, I duplicated that sample twice. I took that same guitar sample and then I just made it higher. So it sounds like this. It's the same sample but higher. And on top of that, I added another sample, or I duplicated it again, and I added halftime, so it sounds like this. And on top of that, the higher guitar. I used 3 different kinds of hi-hats. So this is my drums right here. And for my toms, again, I'll play the video of how I recorded it. So what I did in the mix, I just panned it. The first 2 hits is on the left, and then the second on the right, and then one on the center. And then the crash. I just got a basic crash. Before the beat start, I added a reverse crash, as you can see. Nothing too crazy. The trash can hit. What else? What else should I explain? So one of my favorite parts in the beat is this cello that I added before the beat drops. It goes like this. And it sounds like this with the hole. Pretty dope, right? And of course I added my RSProductions tag. RSProductions. I've been using that tag since 2002. Crazy. The choir, as you guys could hear, it's one of my favorite parts as well. Just added a lot of reverb to it to give it more space. Piano. And for the piano, I added RC20. I just gave it some noise, some wobble, distortion, and some reverb. Anything else? I mean, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. And again, if you want to watch the beat making video in detail, I'll put it in the description below. Other than that, let's move on to the acapella. So for the vocals, I just wanted to talk about this more. So I sent Gloc-9 the wave, the MP3, and he recorded the vocals using his phone. I mean, the vocals came out really good. It just sounds really clean. So he sent me folders, like folders of the verse. He sent it in 3 parts, and then the ad-libs, the harmonies. Well, he sent it to me all like separate files, different stems, and this is what I did with it. For his vocals, here's the first verse. I want to let you guys hear it. It sounds like this.
Ilang linggo na rin ako nakakulong dito sa bahay namin. Literal lang ginagawa ko lang ay sulat, tulog, TV, kain ng pansit canton, itlog na.
All I did was add 2 compressors. I don't really go crazy with compressors. I just put on a preset, the Vox preset. That's for the first compressor. And then I added another compressor, the CLA3A. And then again, I added the same preset on it, and then it sounds like that. And as you can see on my synths, I have a reverb, distortion, and a delay. Let me find the distortion. All it does, it just brings the vocals more in the front of the beat. And I use this distortion plugin right here by Waves, I believe. And again, I just loaded a preset, and then I added the distorted vocal line. So for the choruses, we have 4 takes. We have the lower octave, the 2 lower octaves, which are the main hook. Again, I use the same plugins on all the vocals, so I'm not gonna show you those because it's the same thing.
Pag natapos ang lahat ng bagay na ito.
That's the first chorus, and then the second part of the chorus, I added the 2 high octaves that Gloc-9 did.
Pag natapos ang lahat ng bagay na ito, gusto ko.
For the last chorus, I added a couple harmonies myself, just because to make it more fuller. It's very low, very subtle. You can barely. So my parts are the pink part. I recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, just to give it more harmony, to give it more space. And then the bridge, again, I used the same plugins on all the vocals. This is the bridge, the green colored tracks.
Walang mahirap o mayaman.
Just turned up the reverb more on the bridge.
Kailan ba makakayanan? Tayo ay makasabay. Walang mahirap.
So that's the track, and for the master bus, I added an EQ. The bass was really high when I was making this, but Gloc-9 told me to lower it down, so I lowered that down, and I increased the mids and the highs to give it more crisp, more sharper sound. And then I added ozone 9 elements. I don't even have to say much about this. I just added a preset, and it just made the track beautiful. I added the SSL, the solid state logic compressor, and I just added I loaded the preset mastering. So what it does, it just glues everything together. I added bass room to clean up the lows. I added a limiter, used FabFilter Pro L, and then I used the preset hip hop made for beats, and then I just increased the gain because it was a little lower. So again, this was recorded using a phone. So if y'all artists have all this excuses, oh, I don't have a recording booth, I don't have a good mic, I don't have all of that. Well, Gloc-9 just proved that you could record a hit with just your telephone. Telephone, what the heck? But yeah, it was such an honor to work with Gloc-9. Very talented, very talented person. Nice dude. And yeah, hopefully you guys support the track Lason. It's on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully you support me as well. Subscribe to my channel, continue to watch my other videos, and always put God first in everything you do, even in music. Alright?